things about investing we often associate it with something that the rich can only do, or how investing means doing stocks, or just dismiss it as something that is very difficult to do. But in reality, it is much more than these. So, what does investing actually mean?
In essence, investing is the process of allocating assets with the, of course, expectation of it to increase over time, which basically means that we place money into various places for it to increase in value. This is possible because of what we call risk. But why does risk even exist, right?
Well, as we know, people, businesses, and even the government need money to be able to achieve their goals, whether it is to buy a new product, expand their business, or develop projects. But in order to get this money, they need to go through what we call the financial market.
The financial market is a place where securities are traded and exchanged between the borrower spenders, such as the ones we mentioned earlier, and the lender savers who loan money to these organizations. But it is not always certain that the borrowers can pay back the lenders. Hence, in order to incentivize people to lend their money, borrowers offer an additional fee, which is it may come in the form of interest, dividends, and other payments.
But why should I bother investing when there is a chance for me to lose my money?
In addition to earning money from investing, we should also take note that money is never constant. This is because of what we call inflation. And a great example of where we can see inflation is the varying prices of products from decades ago to the present. Because way before, you may only need to spend a couple of pesos to purchase a whole meal. But today, a couple of pesos will only buy you some pieces of candies. This also happens on a smaller time frame, and so your 100 pesos today is no longer worth 100 peso tomorrow.
Oh, now I see why I should invest, since it provides us with first an avenue to earn more money and for us to counteract inflation. But how do we even invest in the first place?
Well, investment is done through the use of financial instruments. These are further divided into the type of security being traded, to its maturity, issuance, location, and many others. But today we will be focused on categorizing investments based on how people earn money from it, which are capital appreciation and capital preservation. Capital preservation are types of investments that have a fixed interest or payment which is given up to the maturity date. These are usually safer compared to investments under capital appreciation, but in turn, it offers smaller returns. Examples of these include savings accounts, time deposits, and bonds.
Oh, I see. So capital preservation are investments that are typically for those that will prefer to invest in low risk securities, such as risk averse investors. But how about the people who are fine losing more money for the chance to gain more? What should they try to invest into?
Well, here comes capital appreciation. These are types of investments that are commonly issued and traded through exchanges. The primary way investors earn money from these types of investments is from the rise of an investment's market price. An example of these are stocks, which is a type of security that represents an ownership of a fraction of a corporation. Well, these are usually bought and sold on stock exchanges. Another example is cryptocurrency, which is a form of decentralized digital currency designed to be used over the internet. Despite being mainly a currency, it is also used as an investment due to its volatility.
Wow, there are actually a lot of options for me to invest in. But as you mentioned, risk is correlated with return. Therefore, is there a way for me to know how much risk am I really willing to take?
In the PFS modules, we have provided some questionnaires that you guys can answer to know more about your risk appetite as well as what portfolio you may want to strive for given this.
This has been a very interesting discussion that we have about investing today. Hopefully, our viewers now have better understanding of what investing is and debunk the myths that they have about it, as well as have an idea of what investments you may want to get involved in soon.